drop the top on the S6 Street. Fly them, I see the envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dama, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone. Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, got shooters that hit from deep. Bust like Giannis. Yeah, too mean.
If you're not first, you're in last. Champions don't come in second. I shoot my shot like I'm Stephen. Shout out Klay Thompson, my brethren. Took around the whole universe. You know the base what I'm repping.
We are back with Yay Not Gaming to take on the 2K TV challenge. It's Yay's current player and one legend player versus the NBA 2K25 cover athletes, Jason Tatum and the legendary Vince Carter. All right, Yay Not Gaming, who's your choice for who you're bringing into this challenge?
All right, for this matchup, I definitely want to go with a little more size. So I went with Giannis, and I went with a little more experience with LeBron James. Just went outside. Two guys that just went outside, so I got to redeem them here.
I see you chose Giannis. Is that because you're a Bucks fan?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got the Pacers gaming gear on, but I am a Bucks fan. Ultimately, I was born and raised.
It's a Western Conference battle at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis as the Grizzlies look to work the home court advantage. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
And today they've got the opportunity to polish off a sweep of the season series. They've met twice, won both. It's been a good matchup for them.
Here are the starters for Cincinnati. Reynolds is out there with the chosen one. Then there's Maxey. And it's Hurt in at the 3, the small forward. Out to Morant. 5 to shoot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Here's Sprewell, and here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it over Sprewell. A putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Maxey passes to Sprewell. It's rebounded by Memphis. The pass to Bain. Morant against Maxey. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, and Morant definitely has that floater in his arsenal.
Maxey against Morant. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
So it's the Grizzlies now after the basket by Cincinnati. Pass to Edey. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, the threat of Ja scoring really opens up the opportunity for assists.
Morant against Maxey. The shot's good. Maxey's got his second bucket tonight.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Morant kicks to Bain. They get the rebound. Edey, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future. Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside, and Morant very high on that list.
Both free throws good from Morant. You can see, and coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Now, here's Bain. Over to the left wing. Here's Edey. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam King.
Well, that's a good sign there from Morant. He needs to keep making those shots in order to open this offense up.
Morant against Maxey. Reynolds. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Wells. Hurt with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Edey. It's blocked. Maxey looking it over. Sprewell, the pass to Lofton. From downtown, the putback. Here's Sprewell. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right, once he gets his hands on the miss. Now, here's Bain. He has yet to score from the stripe. Hurt with the rebound. And here's Cincinnati. They trail by 1. Passes to Reynolds. Outside, Maxey launches from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morant against Maxey. That's tipped, and they hit it back. Out of bounds. The Lions now with possession. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Desmond Bain.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to
For
him.
the away team. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Edey. Gigi Jackson comes in for Wells. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Bain. And it's Little in for John Morant. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, look, Aldama is a very good passer out in front.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Little after the basket by the Lions. Dishes it to Hardaway. Shoots. Up again. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. To the paint. Here's Hurt. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Jackson. And it's blocked. Now Cincinnati moving it up. Reynolds passes to Maxey. Here's Sprewell. No good with the layup.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. A steal.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Maxey.
2 minutes.
Here's Hurt for three. Drains the three-pointer.
Matthew
Hurt's got 5 points so far.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Little dishes to Hardaway. And the pass to Jackson. 2 points. That one goes.
The vision of Hardaway Jr. He scanned the floor and found his teammate.
Maxey passes to Sprewell. We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Jackson.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
Here's Maxey. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And here are the Grizzlies now after the basket by the Lions. Little kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot is good.
Silky smooth with that jumper. Hardaway Jr.'s mechanics are what make him so deadly.
Here's Maxey. Passes it to Sprewell. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Aldama. 6-second difference between shot and game play. Got a piece of it. Here's Lofton. Guarded by Jackson. Lofton's shot is good. Lofton's got his second bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's the Lions up 5. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Cincinnati, guys, what are you seeing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
On the court right now for Cincinnati, we've got Reynolds, also the chosen one out there, and it's Hurt in at the small forward spot. Greg, with how explosive John Moran is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Wells, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Maxey. There's the pass to Springwell. And it's out of bounds to Cincinnati. They'll retain possession. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. The shot by Wells, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Best dunking point guard in the game, Ja Morant.
Morant against Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Edie's checked in for Jerry Jackson. And first time out of the game called for Cincinnati. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better, bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
One-on-one fast break. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, we know all about Morant's unreal athleticism, but his vision is what really sets him apart.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. The scoring breakdown for Cincinnati.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And another thing, coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
A shot by Lofton, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Edie. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And here's Cincinnati. To the left wing. Here's Hurt, guarded by Bain. Hurt misses. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Here's Bain. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster 10.
Not settling for a jump shot. Bain right at the rim.
Maxey against Morant. Pass to Sprewell. Edie with the rebound. Edie's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jackson, and it's denied. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Wells. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look
the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Maxey passes to Sprewell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Sprewell's got his second basket.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Pass to Edie. Fades and shoots. Hurt with the rebound. Edie's gone 2 for 5 tonight. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You take a look at the Lions. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And I think for Cincinnati, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And, guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama's checked in for Gigi Jackson. Hardaway is subbed in for Bay. It's stolen by Aldama. To the middle. Here's Edie. Back to Aldama. Lays it up and banks it in.
And at 7 feet tall, Aldama can burn you inside. Even with the contact, he's tough to contain at times.
Maxey, no good. And stolen by Bull. Pass to Hurt. Bull inside. Aldama's there. Bull can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Now Wells. He kicks to Morant. Uncovered. Lofton grabs the board.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This one's on Morant. Cincinnati shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And it's blocked. Now here's Wells. Pass to Edie. Over Bull. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Reynolds has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Hurt the pass to Bull. Swiped it away. And here's Little. Still scoreless. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Maxey. Here he goes. The pass to Reynolds. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Reynolds has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Grizzlies have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. That free throw, no good. Jackson is checked in for the
Taking
Grizzlies.
2 shots.
Williams is checked in for Cincinnati. Good on the second free throw. 1:46 left in the first half of basketball. And the Lions call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Put your hands together for Grizzlies Book Youth Dance Team. What a show!
Muhammad on the wing, defended by Little. And there it is for him. Muhammad's got his first points of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Here's Aldama. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Jackson has the open look. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got 5.
And Jackson Jr. takes a good number of threes for a reason, because he's confident in his ability to drain it from here.
Now here's Muhammad, defended by Little. And Muhammad kicks to Robertson. The three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Passes it to Little. Hardaway for 3. It's rebounded by Robertson. Now the Lions with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Livers to the left side wing. Here's Bull. It's good from long range. Bull's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Lions lead by 9. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Lions, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them. Not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
How about you, Kenny? What'd you think about Memphis?
You haven't seen any urgency in this team so far. That's why they find themselves losing at home. They need to come out with some fire in the second half and let this crowd back into the game. Otherwise, they're giving away their home court advantage.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Speedy.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Edie out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Smooth and fast release from Bain that time.
Cincinnati leading by 6. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And so here's Memphis. Morant with it. On the wing, Jackson. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Grizzlies ball.
It's Morant with the drive. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Marjanovic. Cincinnati leading by 6. Here's Bol. And the layup falls. Bol's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Right wing. Bell is wide open. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
Here's Livers. Still without a basket. Pass to Marjanovic. He's looking for Bol and finds him. Back to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Morant passes to Wells. Here's Edey. Lays it up off the glass. Edey's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the dunk by Muhammad.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlights.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Pass the Bol. Now Muhammad. He's got 6. And there's the pass to Livers. Back to Muhammad. 6 on the shot clock. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the lean, you can see his feet weren't set. On that screen, easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Morant looking around. He had a nice open look right there. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Lofton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. On the wing, Jackson. For the tie. And Bain with the nice bucket inside. Bain's got it all tied up now for Memphis. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Lions. No good again that time. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Did you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah. That payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
Now, here's Maxey. 16 points for him. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Chipped away. Stolen by Jackson. And they're pushing it up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
And Memphis making a change here. Aldama's checked in. Maxey with it. Now defended by Bain. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Maxey. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain. Cincinnati trails by 3. Passes it to Stream. And that one is hammered home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Jackson looking around. Pass to Bain. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Little, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Hardaway comes in for Bain. Back to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Aldama, and Aldama slams it in.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 22.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And it's Speedy with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
For a team foul.
Here's Little, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort team put in to review it. The double checking and the game continues on.
So he gets them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Little. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Little's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Morant comes with the double team. Here's Sprewell, and the layup's good off the glass. Sprewell's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Morant passes to Jackson. Now the pass to Aldama. Clock at 6. Hardaway for 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists now in the game. Hardaway has gone 2 of 4 shooting from three-point land. Here's Maxey. And it's a great finish! Oh my. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
To the inside. Out to Morant. Back to Aldama. Basket counts. Aldama's got 4 this quarter.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Muhammad up top, guarded by Jackson. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Wells is checked in for Little. Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Jackson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw. Morant against Maxey. Morant passes to Aldama. Sprewell grabs the miss. Sprewell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A shot by Lofton, no good. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Wells. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Wells has got 11 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where is the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Memphis out in front, up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
Girl, you got me. I'm singing. Hey.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for Cincinnati, we've got Maxey. Hamid is out there with the chosen one, and it's Lofton in at the 2 spot. And here's Cincinnati. And here's Maxey. It's good. Maxey's got 12 points here in the second half.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's Edie. It's deflected.
Oh, wow, what a quick move inside. That is incredible.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Jackson down low. Muhammad covering. And it's blocked. Here's Lofton. Guarded by Bain. The Grizzlies pull it in. Bain's got his 5th rebound in this one. Memphis moving that ball around. Edie can't hit. Edie's gone 3 of 9 shooting. Here's Bain. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, Bain's improvement over the years has been steady. He's become an impactful player on both ends.
And Bain drops them both. And, you know, Sam, we've watched Desmond Bain evolve into a number 1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a 3-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Hardaway finds Jackson, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Fultz, he's checked in for Cincinnati.
Checking in for the away team.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
That time, trying too hard to stop Fultz, but that's because everyone understands his talent.
That one is no good.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Hardaway kicks to Wells. Now, here's Bain. He's covered closely. Got a hand on it. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Muhammad against Jackson. Back to Fultz. Fires the 3. Here's Sprewell. Over Edie and off the glass. That one's good. 10 points for the chosen one.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Outside Jackson. Kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Wells from deep. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Sprewell's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Hurt. Down low. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Poke loose. Pass to Edie. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Cincinnati.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan. And boy, are they being rewarded for.
John Morant, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Wells with it. He kicks to Morant. Bain passes to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Edey, guarded by Marjanovic. Bain for 3. And again, Memphis no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Muhammad, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Fultz kicks to Muhammad. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Wells. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Cincinnati leading by 3. Here's Fultz. The pass to Hurt. The tray. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Up top, Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
G.G. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bull Bull, he's checked in for Cincinnati.
And he's giving them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Cincinnati calls timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Speedy.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Robertson, he's checked in for Cincinnati. Maxey comes in for Fultz. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. While the team is up, coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Now a timeout called by Memphis. We've seen Speedy really having a great game.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they defended him is not cutting it.
Here's Edey, guarded by Marjanovic. Edey gets the bucket.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Now, here's Robertson, guarded by Bain. And Bain pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now, Morant. Pass to Edey. Fades away. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Edey's gotten 6 of his 12 shots to drop, hitting 50% on the night. Maxey kicks to Muhammad. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the middle. Passes to Morant. And finished up by Morant.
One thing the ball in these spots is what makes Morant the leader that he is.
Maxey on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Maxey on the wing. Shot clock at 6. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Maxey's got 8 points here in this quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 1. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. The chosen one is checked in for Marjanovic. 1:43 left to play here in the fourth. Morant against Maxey. It's Morant with the drive.
Leader, you can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Maxey passes to Screamer. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Outside, Maxey. And that one is off. Great tee that time from Bain. Morant passes to Jackson. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. That one's not going to go. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Here's Maxey with the drive and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 1. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bain inside the three-point line. Missed! So it's the Lions picking up the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up. So for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Fashion Week. Fashion Week. Fashion Week.
They won't see me blessed. Trying to take my blessings. They ain't trying to see me blessed. All these people with bad energy, yeah. Y'all need a fast remedy. It's giving sad energy, bringing up bad memories. Baby, I'm too good for the bad vibes. Look too good to be chastised. Dripping that water like I just been baptized. Smiling as big as you ain't even got me. I myself need an opinion. I'll ask myself. I might as well spend this little cash myself. Been out here getting this back myself. Putting the work in the trenches. It all worked out. Bench press. They like how I spit my sentence. Bars on lock. Sentence. Big old watch. Benton. I'm in another dimension. I could have bought, but I'm renting. Rather put that in investment. Turn up the vibes to the sun up. Too many bags that I got to run up every time. I come up. I got talking a wide selection. You trying to take my blessings. Get whatever you like. The math ain't right. I do numbers that gon' make your head spin. I'm the one that they call for the help. I'm the one pulling card get dealt. I'm taking my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Don't wanna see me blessed. Don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gonna put them boys to rest. Bless. I can feel it in my gut, I'm gonna be super up. I can feel it in my chest, I'm finna be stupid rich. I got money on my mind, I'm talking stupid checks. I'm already blessed, when I get mine, I'm stupid blessed. I spend that grip, ain't saving, I ain't no Superman. I took that, I changed that, now she know who the man. I never lost, she still my sauce, she living through the man. She come right back and for me like two hands. I sent her out and she came back and gave me blue bands. I'm moving smooth, I don't think I know how to lose, man. I'm still that from the sector making moves, fam. You well, I'ma know just what to do, fam. They tryna take my blessings. They want blessings. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless. They won't take my blessings. They don't wanna see me. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless. Yeah, they ain't tryna see me. Yeah, they ain't tryna see me blessed. They don't wanna see me blessed. Vaughn.
Newborn tiger, I'm earning my stripes. Crosshair on sight. Tippy toes if you try reaching my height. Fantasia can't beat me my rights. I don't wanna, you ain't even my type. Wait to see me in person, then type. Only person ever put fear in me is Christ. Getting parked when I'm sending out kites. Sliding it up. Who got the diamond cut? Finger got paper cut. You mind or what? You know I'm a Mac, this might be the final cut, the final touch. The game could get cold, we decking the halls if you ever sign this up. I'm just being me, don't be mad at me. You ain't gonna, that's blasphemy. I know the guys gonna for me. Louis V project capacity. They can make this in a factory. God just blessed me with it naturally. Green light, but we still wake up, bro, that's blasphemy. Forecast. Used to pay dream cash. Forecast. Who eating less DoorDash? Forecast. Since I was sick, flying first class, I'm birds, but then took bird baths. No yellow brick road, I had a dirt pad. That's my, she gon' take out to the paper since PC had wear bad. That was my turn, but I still got a third ad. Make it wrong, that might end up in two tag. Broke ain't even in my vocab. Making big moves like Big Mama. Da Vinci shirt spent 600. Man, on them awesome. Baby, go and get that rim money. She just came back yesterday. See the bill? Yeah. Oh, see the. Yeah. Baby, never give it. She determined. mad at me. You ain't gonna respect blasphemy. I know those guys gon' push me. Louis V packs a capacity. They can make this in a factory. God just bless me with it naturally. Green light, but it's still like this. Wake up, break that's blasphemy. Forecast. Used to pay dream cash. Let's go cash. Forecast. Player.
She done turned me to a player, she done turned me to a player. Now I'm out here every night in the club slaying. She done turned me to